Hi guys! So welcome back here at DEC Engineering Tutorial. So ngayon, i-refresh natin yung about sa pulley naman. Okay ba? So medyo dalawang thesis nang lumabas, no? Sa board exam yung pulley, yung sa November 2025, tsaka yung sa bago lang, yung March 2026. Pero under siya sa MSTHC. So yun yung ituro ko din. Doon madali lang yung problem, pero ituro ko na lang din, no? Para at least kung hindi mo pa siya kabisado, at least ma-refresh ka lang, no? Kung ano yung mga terminologies, ano yung formulas na gagamitin, yung principle na involved dito sa pulley. So, when we're dealing with pulley, meron tayong dalawang case dito. The first case is pag frictionless yung pulley. So, pag frictionless yung pulley, lahat ng tension equal na. So, yung T1 tsaka yung T2 equal. So, regardless kung ano yung inclination ng lubid, it doesn't matter. No? So, sa principle of frictionless pulley, for any angle theta at which the cord or yung rope or yung cable is directed and for any radius r of the pulley, it is seen that the tension remains constant as the cord passes the pulley. So yung tension daw remains constant. If and only if the pulley is frictionless. Yun yung sabi. No? Makikita mo yan sa book ni Hibbeler. So aside sa pulley, may rule din para sa cable. Yung cable ba na pulupot dito sa pulley. So yung principle naman ng cable along the pulley, all cables or yung cord or yung rope are assumed to have a negligible weight. Kumbaga, it should be light. Yun. Magaan lang. Na? To the point na pwede mo siyang i-neglect. And they cannot stretch. Okay? They cannot stretch. Also, a cable can support only a tension or a pulling force. And this force always acts in the direction of the cable. So, yung kable natin, yung kaya niya lang, tension lang. Pulling lang talaga. Kasi kung itry mong iyan na yan, lagyan ng compression, so yung mangyayari sa cable mo, di ba ano yan? Di ba gaganyan yan? Magko-curl up na. So only tension yung kaya niya. Okay? So anyway, at least alam natin, no? Na ganyan. Ngayon, pag yung ginagamit mo, pag gagamit ka kasi ng pulley, yung purpose naman ng pulley is for you to gain mechanical advantage. Kumbaga, yung effort ba na? Yung effort mo sa pag-lift is ma-reduce. Yun yung mechanical advantage mo pag gagamit ka ng frictionless, pag gagamit ka ng pulley. Kasi marami tayong type no, ng mga machines that give us mechanical advantage. No? Mga lever, yung sa fulcrum na part, no? Yung pulley, yung sa screw. Diba? So, anyway, so meron tayong tinatawag na mechanical advantage. So, parang malisen yung effort mo sa pag-lift ng object. Ngayon, meron tayong dalawang type ng mechanical advantage. Una is yung ideal mechanical advantage, which is yung dito sa frictionless pulley part. No? Kasi yung ideal mechanical advantage, yung assumption kasi dito is 100% efficient yung pulley. And then, walang friction. Okay? No friction involved. Frictionless. So, yung makukuha mo is the ideal mechanical advantage. So, basically, yung general formula niya is yung weight to be lifted over yung effort mo or yung load na in-apply mo, no? Like, ikaw ba, no? Yung naghihila, yung ikaw na naghihila, no? So, yung effort. Yun yung formula niya talaga, no? Pag, if you say mechanical advantage. Lahat na yan, no? Sa ideal tsaka actual, no? Kasi dalawa yan, ideal, actual. So, pwede rin, instead na weight over effort, pwede rin yung distance move by the effort over the distance move by the weight. So, parang, ano yung distance na yung hinila mo siya, ano yung distance doon? Yun yung distance move by the effort. Tsaka yung weight mo, ano yung itinaas niya, no? Parang ganun. Ano yung distance move niya din. Okay? So, I hope klaro yan. No? Ngayon, yung pangalawang case is yung sa build friction. Yung build friction meaning yung friction, may friction yung pulley. Okay? So, meron tayong formula dyan and they are not equal. So, yung T1 is just equal to the T2 E to the power of coefficient of friction multiplied by the subtended angle nitong sa mga arms. Yung pinakita dito. So, yan yung subtended angle mo. Okay? As much as possible, yung T1 should be greater than T2. Okay. Okay. And then we have also the formula for the number of turns, which is yung beta lang naman. I-convert mo lang into revolution. Yun na din yung turns eh. Ilang ikot ba? So, meaning ilang revolution. Yun na din yan. So, divide mo lang ng 2 pi. So, with regards naman sa mechanical advantage, yun naman yung actual mechanical advantage. Kasi dito, may friction na eh, no? In reality, may friction lang talaga yan. Kasi kung lalagyan mo ng sabunan mo or lagyan mo ng grease, no? So, parang malisin lang yung So, anyway, meron tayong tinatawag na actual mechanical advantage. So, the same formula, weight over effort. So, pero dito, may friction yung pulley. Ha? So, ideal naman pag walang friction. So, pag kukunin mo yung ratio nung actual over yung ideal, yung tawag doon is yung efficiency ng pulley. Okay? So, yun lang naman. Madali naman tandaan, no? Parang ama over ina. Pero, hindi ina. Ima. No? Ganun lang. Okay? So, I hope klaro yun, ha? Klaro yung pulley. So, ano ba talaga yung pulley, na? Describe natin yan. So, by definition, yung pulley, that is just a mechanism composed of wheels and ropes used to lift yung heavy objects. Okay? So parang ganito yan, ha? So, meron siyang frame. And then, meron siyang axle. And then, meron siyang wheel. Or yung sheave na tinatawag. Okay? Klaro ba? So, dyan sa wheel, dun i-insert yung rope natin. Klaro? So, yan naman yung rope natin. Or cord or cable. Okay, ngayon, again, yung pulley natin has a negligible weight and frictionless. Okay, frictionless. Insert natin yung cable natin dito. Then, sa end ng isang cable, doon natin ilagay yung load to be lifted. Okay, yung rope naman, ganun pa rin, no? It should be weightless, no? Massless, light, no? Negligible weight, and extensible. Pastilan, ha? So, meaning, hindi siya ma-stretch, ha? Di ba, yun yung pinakita ko kanina. Yung sa case 1, frictionless pulley, yung principle of cable along the pulley. Yan yun, and extensible. Okay, kung mag-exert ka ng effort dito, yung tawag, no? Yung paghila mo, yan yung effort mo, di ba? Common sense mo yun. So, exert ka ng effort to lift itong heavy object. Klaro ba? Yan yung pulley. So, instead na, for example, kung ikaw yan, hilain mo lang pataas yan, ha? Di ba? Which is not comfortable, no? Kailangan kung malakas ka. Pero yung pinakamaganda para less effort, hindi naman siya less effort kasi pareho naman yung dalawa eh. Para lang, comfortable ka lang, no? Kasi kung ganito yung setup, kung ano yung weight mo dito, yun din yung effort mo, no? Pero mas comfortable humila ng downward yung direction kaysa yung upward, diba? So, yun yung kinaganda din ng pulley. No? So, it can change direction. Kahit anong direction yan. No? Okay, kahit anong direction. Kasi pareho naman din yung ano. So, anyway, so, kung saan ka lang comfortable. So, if you assume this one is 1 kilogram yung weight, so meaning yung effort mo is 1 kilogram. So, the same lang. No? So, yung kinaganda lang is comfortable ka na sa paghilang. So, meaning, yung mechanical advantage nito is just simply equal to 1. So, kumbaga, parang yun lang, no? Yun pa rin. Parang wala ka pa rin mechanical advantage. Pero comfortable ka in a sense na pwede mo siyang hilain downward. Klaro? Okay? So, yan na, no? So, hilain mo na yan. So, pag simple pulley, tulad nito, pag hinila mo siya, for example, gusto mong hilain yung object, gusto mo siyang erase by, sabihin natin, 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter. So, kung i-erase mo siya ng 1 meter, 1 meter din yung distance na i-move by effort. Okay? So, ganun din. So, kung gusto mo siyang iakyat ng 1 meter, so, yung rope mo, i-move mo siya by 1 meter din. Okay? Klaro? Ayan. So, sabihin natin ganito, no? So, meron tayo ditong slab. No? Nilagay natin, meron tayo ditong fixed na pulley. Ayan. Okay? And then, mag-exert tayo ng effort dito. So, hilahin natin yan, di ba? So, tawag natin dito is fixed pulley kasi naka-fix siya dun sa ceiling natin. Okay? Klaro ba? So, aside dito, meron din tayong tinatawag na yung rope naka-fix sa ceiling, then konektado dito yung isa pang pulley. Ayan. And pwede mong hilain yan. No? So, pag hila mo yan, namumove yung pulley. Tama, di ba? Tama, no? So, we call that one as movable pulley. Klaro. Ayan na. No? Ngayon, pa-combine mo yung dalawa, anong tawag dito? So, kumbaga, meron kang fix as well as meron kang movable. So, meron kang fix, meron kang movable. Tawag natin dito is compound pulley. Okay? That is the combination of fix and a movable pulley. So, exert natin yan. Example, exert tayo ng force, no? So, ito yung effort, no? So, if you want to calculate yung effort, sabihin natin, yung weight na gusto natin i-lift is 1 kilogram. Ayan, 1 kilogram yan. So, by equilibrium, so di ba pareho man yung load nung ito tension to, ito tension din. Pareho yung magnitude nila. So, kumbaga ating kapatid lang sila, no? Kasi dalawang lubid yung magre-resist ng 1 kilogram. So, kumbaga 0.5 tayo dito. Klaro? So, kung 0.5 yan, 0.5 din to. So, kung 0.5 to, 0.5 din yung effort. So, ganun lang mag-compute ng equilibrium lang. So, sobrang dali lang din mag-compute ng effort. So, meaning, yung mechanical advantage mo ngayon, so, meron kang weight, which is the 1 kilogram, and then meron kang effort na 0.5. So, meaning, yung mechanical advantage mo is 2. So, dahil naglagay ka lang, di ba kanina, ano lang yung fixed pulley, then, yung object na i-lift mo, no? Yung mechanical advantage mo doon, 1. No? So, parang wala lang din. Yung na-gain mo lang is comfortable lang yung lift mo. Pero kung naglagay ka lang ng isang movable pulley, then naka-gain ka ng mechanical advantage of 2. So, ganun yung kinaganda niya. Okay? In terms naman sa distance, kung distance moved by the effort, tsaka distance moved by the weight. So, lagay natin yung object natin, i-move natin yan upward na. So, ito na lang yung i-tracking mo. So, sabihin ko, i-move ko siya by h. Okay. So, paano yung gaano kahaba or ano yung distance move by the pulley? Okay. Ano yung distance move by the pulley? So, pag hilain natin yan, so, gaganyan yan. Okay? Hilain mo yan, ha? Ayan. So, yung i-move niya is twice ng h. Okay? So, twice ng h. Yun yung distance move by the effort. So, meaning, 2h over yung h na i-move nung So, yung mechanical advantage mo is 2. Diba yun yung definition ng IMA? Kasi dalawa yung formula nung mechanical advantage, ba? Yung distance move by the effort over the distance move by the weight, or yung weight over the effort. So, yung madaling tandaan, yung weight over effort. So, ganito pala yung nangyayari, na? So, you gain by having to apply a smaller force, meaning, na-reduce yung effort mo, but it compensate by having to pull a longer length of rope. Klaro? Kung yung mechanical advantage mo is 2, so meaning, twice siya nung gusto mong distance na i-move nung weight. With regards naman sa effort mo, that is half lang nung weight na gusto mong weight to be lifted. Ang gulo, no? So ganun, no? Okay? So, pwede rin ganito, no? What if dagdagan natin ng ganyan? Yan, so, what if ganyan? So, paano na ngayon yan? So, tawag pa rin natin dito is compound pulley. Compound pulley is also called as block and tackle pulley. So, pag makakita ka ng ganito, block and tackle na minsan yung tawag dyan. So, again, combination of fixed and movable pulley. Yun pa rin. So, pwede rin ganyan, ha? So, that is also a block and tackle pulley. Ayan. So, di ba? Dalawang fix, dalawang movable, no? Pwede rin yung itong fix, nilalagay na lang dito, no? Para save yung space, no? So, parang ganyan. Claro ba? Okay, no? Isang lubid lang yan, no? So, yung isang lubid dito, naka-attach yan. Ayan. Ayan. Circulate yan. Isang lubid lang yan sila. Ayan. Dito ka maghila. Okay? So, ito, attach yan dito. Ayan. And then, yan, dito ka na maghila. So, itong problem na to, lumabas to noong Silly March 2026. Di ba? Lumabas yan noong Silly March 2026. Yung tanong, ganito lang kasimple. What is the ideal mechanical advantage of the block and tackle arrangement as shown? So, yung choices, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ano yung sagot? So, ano yung sagot mo nito? Okay. So, before nang sagutan yan, so, pag i-lift mo din yung ganito, yan, diba, ito, i-lift mo yan, ha? So, akyat ko yan by this height. Sabihin ko, h. So, yung distance na i-move by effort would be 4 times ng h. Bakit 4 times ng h? Kasi yung mechanical advantage ito is 4. Okay? Pwede natin compute. So, meron ka ditong weight. So, kumbaga, meron kang tension. So, ganun din, no? Kumbaga, ito rin, tension din to, tsaka tension. So, 4 na tension yung magre-resist sa weight mo dito. So, meaning, by summation of forces with respect to vertical, so, meron kang 40 equals ng W. So, kumbaga, yung T mo is W over 4. Tama ba? So, kung T ito T din to. So, T din to. So, meaning yung effort mo is T din. So, kumbaga, yung W over 4, that is your effort. And if you want to compute the mechanical advantage ito, which is the weight over effort, so yung weight is W, yung effort is W divided by 4. So, aakyat yung 4, so yung mechanical advantage mo is 4. So, ganun lang, no? So, since yung mechanical advantage mo is 4 dito, so kaya, kung gusto mong i-lift yung object at height h, so yung distance na i-move mo by effort would be 4 times ng h. Since yung mechanical advantage mo is 4. So yung 4, kumbaga, nagiging divisor siya ng weight to be lifted. Yun yung magiging effort mo. And then, parang multiplier siya pag length naman. So ito na din yung sagot natin sa problem, no? Sa Silly March 2026. Ano daw yung mechanical advantage, the block and tackle arrangement. So, maganda yung pagkasabi ng problem na. Kasi ideal. Kasi meron tayong dalawang type. Ideal tsaka actual. So, the answer is 4. Klaro ba? Klaro, no? Okay. So, pwede rin natin atakihin yung problem na to. Kasi meron tayong formula no? Diba yung kanina, yung F natin is W divided by 4. Actually, naka-formula yan So, if we say yung effort is F and then yung weight is R, Yung formula lang naman is, ano yung weight mo, divide mo lang ng twice ng n. Yung n, yan yung number of pairs. Okay? Yung fixed tsaka movable. So, parang ganito lang. Meron kang fixed, meron kang movable. Isang pares yan, ha? Fixed, movable. Pangalawang pares yan. So, kumbaga, meron kang weight over nung 2 times 2 kasi dalawang pares ka man. So, meron kang 2 times 2 kasi dalawang pares. Fix, movable, isang pares. Fix, movable, pangalawang pares. So, dalawa. So, kaya yung F natin, yung effort is also weight divided by 4. So, yung mechanical advantage is 4. Okay? Kung ano yung dito, yan yung mechanical advantage. Klaro? I hope klaro to, no? So, ayan. So, what if yung kanina naman, no? Hiniwalay ko yung fixed, nilabas ko dito. Ano yung mechanical advantage na? 4 pa rin. Okay? 4 pa rin. Pwede natin subukan. So, yung object na i-lift natin is yung weight. So, kumbaga ito, tension, tension, ha? So, meaning apat pa rin, ha? Apat na kable yung magre-resist nung weight. So, kumbaga, yung T is W divided by 4. So, again, this is T. So, meaning yung effort is also T. So, which is W divided by 4. So, yung mechanical advantage is 4. Okay? So, I hope klaro yung pulley dito. Okay, what if ganito? Explain na natin, ha? Though madali lang, pero at least kahit anong problem, kaya nyo sagutan. Okay, for the system of pulleys shown in the figure, so determine the value P required to lift the weight. So, yung weight natin is 100 kilograms. Okay. So, neglect lang yung axle fraction tsaka yung weight ng pulley. So, again, frictionless tsaka weightless. So, ano daw yung P? So, to compute the value of P, so, it's very obvious na kung ano yung weight na i-lift niya, which is 100, so, ganun din yung P mo dito. No? Diba, simple pulley lang to. So, P is 100 kilograms. Since yung choices naka-Newton, so, multiply natin 9.81, so, we have 9.981 Newton. So, the answer is letter A. So, kahit anong angle yan, no? Kahit anong hila mo dito, ayan, 981 Newton talaga yan. Klaro ba? So, hilain ko yan, no? Ayan. Diba kahit anong inclination, 981 pa rin. Di talaga nagbabago yan. Kasi yung assumption kasi, frictionless yung pulley. O, paano naman pag ganito? O, ano yung P ngayon? So, determine the value P required to lift the object, provided yung object to be lifted is 100 kg. So, therefore, ating kapatid lang, di ba? 100 divided by 2. So, 50-50 sila. So, kung 50 to, 50 din to, 50 din to. So, meaning, yung load natin dito is also 50. Klaro? So, yung P is 50 kg. So, convert to Newton. So, we have 50 times 9.81. That is 490.5 Newton. So, ganun pa rin kahit anong inclination. 490.5 Newton talaga. Klaro? Okay. What if ganito? So, ano daw yung value ng P required to lift the object? So, ganun pa rin, 100 kg. So, ano daw yung P dito? So, since dito sa weight, ito yung pulley, di ba? Mga attach. Ito yung mga cable, no? So, meron kang 100, tatlong cable yung magre-resist. So, kumbaga, divided by 3 lang ito sila. Na? So, 100 divided by 3, yun yung 33.33 kilograms. So, meaning yung P is 33.33 kilograms. Okay? So, which is equal dito, yan. So, yung P is 33.33 kilograms multiplied by 9.81. So, we have 326.97 Newton. So, yan yung effort na in-exert. Okay? So, kahit anong inclination na ninyo. 327 yung effort. Klaro? So, I hope klaro yan. Okay? O, paano pa ganito? Tulad kanina. So, yung shortcut, again, 100, apat sila. So, hating kapatid, no? So, 100 divided by 4. Yun yung 25 lahat. Okay? So, yung effort is 25 kilograms. So, that is 245.25 Newton. Ito man yung kanina, di ba? Sinolve natin. So, 245.25 Newton. Kahit anong inclination pa rin yan. So, yung example ko kanina, nilagay yan, isang problem lang lahat, no? Sa November 2025. Isang problem lang lahat, no? Di ba ito yan? Yung sa SEALI November 2025. All four of these pulleys, frictionless, are lifting the same amount of weight. Which one requires the greatest amount of effort to lift it? Okay? So, saan daw dito yung requires the greatest amount of effort to lift yung object? Is it pulley A, pulley B, pulley C, pulley D? Di ba ito yung kanina? So, okay na tayo dito, no? So, pwede kang by naka-formula, naka-W. So, ito W din. W divided by 2. Ganun ba, no? Pwede rin lagyan mo siya ng or mag-assume ka ng amount. So, yung gagawin ko, mag-assume ako ng amount, 100. So, this one is 100 kilograms. So, meaning, this one is also 100. So, 100 kilograms din yung effort. Ito, ating kapatid pa rin, 100. Dalawa sila. So, 50-50. So, meaning this one is 50. Therefore, this one is 50. So, yun yung effort mo. So, this one 100. Tatlo yan sila. Itong cable. So, 100 divided by 3. 33.33. And this one is also 33.33. So, yung effort is 33.33. And then, dito, apat sila. So, meron kang divided by 4. So, 25, 25, 25. Yan. 25 din to. So, 25. So, for the greatest amount of effort, so it should be pulley. Kasi yung mechanical advantage mo dito is 1. Tama na? So, kung less amount of effort naman, yung pulley din na. Yung sagot. Klaro ba? So, ayun, klaro na yun. Ha? So, kasi madali lang yung mga ganitong problem. So, pwede rin yung formula, no? We have R, di ba? Pinakita ko lang kanina, R over 2N, where N is the number of pairs. So, paano gamitin yan? So, dito, 1 naman to, no? Alam naman natin to. So, dito, meron kang 100. Kasi yun yung weight. Yan. Twice nung number of pairs. Di ba? Ano yan? Fixed, tsaka movable. So, 1 lang. So, 50. So, 50. Pareho sila, match. Dito naman, so meron kang fixed, meron kang movable, isang pares. Ito, fixed, wala siyang kapares. So, yung kuha mo dyan, 0.5. So, kumbaga, 1.5. Klaro? So, 100. Oops. Ito yung una ko na-animate. Anyway, dito na lang, na. So, ito naman, meron tayong pares dito. Fixed, movable, isang pares. Fixed, movable. Pangalawang pares. So, 2 times 2. Yun yung kanina, 25. Ito naman yung 1.5, 33.33. Di ba pareho lang? So, pwede rin ganito using your formula. So, ngayon mo na mag-memorize ang formula, so, just do the equilibrium equation. Wala man din problema. Okay? So, ito, walang kapares, so, 0.5 lang yung kuha mo. So, 100. Okay. So, again, yung mechanical advantage, yun na yung load over the pulling effort. So, 100 over 100, 1. Dito 2. Dito 3, na? Kasi 100 over 33.33. And then, 100 divided by 25. Okay, so higher mechanical advantage, meaning less effort. So, people use pulley system to get a benefit called mechanical advantage. They do not have to apply as much force to get the same amount of work done on an object. So, may shortcut din para dito na yung ginagawa minsan to easily determine the mechanical advantage of this pulley system. So, yung gagawin mo lang is count the number of string minus the one you are pulling. So, parang ganito. 1, 2, dalawang string yan. Huwag mo lang isalit to. So, parang ito lang din. So, 1. Or, pwede rin number of pulley. So, meron kang 1. Ganun din dito. 1, 2, 3. So, anyway, wag mo nang isali sa counting to. Laging ganito na lang. 1, 2. So, 2. Ito, wag mo na isali to sa counting. 1, 2, 3. Ayan, 3. Ito, wag mo na isali sa counting to. So, dito lang. Ito yung weight mo. Ito yung mga pulley na nag-resist. So, ito yung cable. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay? Klaro? So, pwede rin 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Klaro ba? Okay, what if ganito, na? So, ito yung weight natin, then naka-attach yan dito sa pulley natin. Movable pulley. So, which is, again, attached dun sa ceiling yung isang rope niya. Then, attached ang movable pulley. Then, again, other ends, attached to the ceiling. Then, attached to another movable pulley. Attached to the ceiling, and fix pulley. And dito na yung effort natin ilalagay. So, may ganyang setup din, no? Ng compound pulley. Again, this is also a compound pulley, which is the combination of fixed and movable pulley. Pero again, this design is usually called as the Archimedes pulley. Okay, Archimedes pulley. Kasi yan yung ginamit ni Archimedes. Hinila niya yung worship. So, pag hihilain natin to, yan. So, mag-move lahat yung movable. Klaro ba? Okay, no? Ayan. So, sabihin natin yung weight niya is R. So, may shortcut pa rin tayo na formula dito, no? So, if you want to calculate yung F, so, yung F lang is equal nung R divided by 2. Hindi na siya times N. Nagiging exponent niya yung N. So, parang R over twice nung R over 2 to the power of N. Where N, yung N is the number of movable pulleys. Kumbaga dito, 1, 2, 3. Tatlo. Okay? So, I hope klaro yan. No? So, ito yung ginawa ni Archimedes. Na ito yung warship na hinila niya. So, ito yung Archimedes. Ito yung dinesign niya. Pero hindi si Archimedes yung nag-invento ng pulley. So, sadyang ginamit niya lang yung concept ng pulley. Ayan. Alam niyo kung ano yung ikinamatay ni Archimedes? Sabi, yung ikinamatay niya, kasi may war daw yun sa Syracuse. Then, parang sinulong sila So, yung time na yun, nagsusolve pa si Archimedes. Then, may soldier na kalaban. Yung sabi niya, soldier, wag daw siya disturbin kasi nagsusolve daw siya. Kaya, ayun, pinatay siya. So, huwag ka din pa-disturbo. Okay? Sige, wait lang. Okay, huwag ka din pa-disturbo, no? Baka, example, lumindol, no? Nagsusolve ka, no? Baka sabihin mo, kaya mo na yung lindol, no? Nagsusolve pa ako, ayaw ko ma-disturbo, no? So, dapat hindi ganun. Okay, try natin i-solve to. So, for a compound pulley system, so ano daw yung force P dito in kilograms? So, provided na yung object na i-lift nila is itong 100 kilograms. So, ganun pa rin. You can solve this one using equilibrium lang na concept. So, kung meron kang 100, dalawa yan. So, ating kapatid, na? So, 50-50. Ngayon, yung 50 na to is yun na din yung 50 dito. So, 50 na yung i-lift nung movable pulley na to. So, since 50 yan, ating kapatid pa rin. So, 25-25 na, no? So, yun naman din yung i-lift ng movable pulley na to. 25 divided by 2, that is 12.5, 12.5. So, yun naman yung i-lift ng pulley na to. So, 12.5 divided by 2, magiging 6.25 yan, 6.25. So, since ito siya, isang lupin lang to So, meaning this one is also 6.25. This one is also 6.25. Therefore, P is 6.25 kilograms. So, the answer is letter A. Klaro? Or we can use the formula, yung weight divided lang ng 2 to the power of n. N stands for the number of movable pulleys. So in this case, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4. Apat na movable pulley. So meron kang 100 over 2 to the power 4. So that is also 6.25 kilograms. So kahit gaano karami na yan, ibibilangin mo lang. Okay? So, ganun ba? Klaro ba? Klaro yun, ha? Pero may mga problem. Depende kasi yan sa arrangement ng pulley, no? Minsan, pag mali naman yung arrangement ng pulley mo, akala mo nakakuha ka ng mechanical advantage. Ano pala? Disadvantage pala. Kasi, example, yung i-lift mo lang 100, no? Ngayon, pag hila mo, sobrang bigat na. No? So, depende kasi yan sa arrangement din ng pulley. No? So, for example, parang ganito. So, ano yung P mo dito? Assuming hilain mo 100 kg. So, makaka-receive ka ba ng mechanical advantage? Diba? Subukan natin i-solve, no? Statics lang, no? So, meaning, kung 100 kilograms to, this one is also 100 kilograms. So, 100 kilograms din to, di ba? Isang lubid lang to sila, 100 kilograms din to. Ngayon, yung lubid na to, dalawa yung may tension yan, di ba? So, by summation of forces vertical, so 100 plus 100, 200 to. Kung 200 to, 200 din to. Isang lubid lang yan, 200 din to. Ngayon, 200, 200, 400 to. So, in meaning, this one is also 400, this one is also 400. Meaning, this one is also 400. Na isang lubid man to, so 400 to. Ngayon, para mahila mo yung 100 kg, you need 800 kilograms na. O, di ba? So, kung computein mo yung mechanical advantage mo ngayon, which is yung weight ng object to be lifted, which is yung 100 kg, over yung effort mo, which is 800. So, imagine, no? 1/8 na. So, nagka-disadvantage ka mo. So, parang ganun ba? So, in terms of Newton naman, so we have 800 times 9.81, so that is 7,848. So, ganun kalaki. So, depende din yan sa arrangement mo. Pag di naman okay yung arrangement mo, yun lang. So, nilift mo lang 100, no? Yung need mo na effort yan, 800 na. Okay? So dapat dito yung i-lift mong object, dito ka maghila, no? Parang ganun lang. Dapat baliktarin mo para makagain ka ng advantage. Okay, I think that's it, no? For pulley. So, I hope na refresh kayo with regards sa pulley.